All right. Let's see here. I might be live already. Let's see if I'm live. Trying something different. Let's turn that down. Uh-oh. Hey, what's going on? I'm still setting up the camera. You guys are probably looking at me. There I am. There it is. All right. There it is. I'm watching myself watch myself. Give it a second here. I'm actually going to share this out on social media too, but thank you for everyone that's joined already. Looks like I got 10 people here. It's crazy. And let me share that out. Share that and tweet that. Yeah, what's going on, David? What's going on, Jonathan? What's going on, Paul? So, just because I want to do these Sunday morning, like I call them coffee chats, but I was actually doing a Destiny video. I did some gameplay capture with my son, and I kind of talked about some of the new Destiny 2 news that came out in the past couple days, and I put that video up, which you guys can check out already. Wait, is that? Can you even put that in the stream? I guess you can't. Let me go back. That's funny. So, yeah, like I said, I put that Destiny video out, and then I was like, I won't even do a live video today. And then it was like, well, I'm sitting here, it's like 1:45 Pacific, and I'm like, what the heck? I'm not really doing anything on this Sunday. Why don't I put out a vid? Already went to the gym, got all that taken care of, had lunch with my oldest daughter, and here I am. So, thank you for everyone that's checking this out right now. And, you know, if you got questions or anything, please ask away. I appreciate it as I try to figure out this whole video thing that I'm doing. But I think I'm getting better. I do. I'm really pleased with the video that I put out this morning as far as the new title that I'm using, lower third that I had, and even kind of like the end credits that I had on it. So, you know, like I said, if you're new to checking out my channel, that video is up. You can go check that out and leave your opinion. I'd really appreciate it. So, again, for anyone that's watching, just yeah, leave some questions. Okay, and what do we got? I don't even want to say your name wrong, but it's Osberg. I believe that's how you're saying it. And thank you for the kind words. He's saying keep up the great vids. Yeah, like I said, I'm still in the learning phase. I'm not even gonna say I don't know what I'm doing anymore, because I know enough to be dangerous at this point. So I'm still in the learning phase, but I'm pretty happy with where I currently am, since I've really only been doing this now for about a month. And you know, I know how to take some content. I know how to get it up on YouTube and make it presentable, so to speak. And been doing okay with doing my live commentary and voiceovers on the video and stuff like that. And I just feel like it'll just keep growing. And Jonathan is asking me, what do you think about Fortnite? Seems like an interesting game. Yeah. Matter of fact, we know a couple guys over there at Epic, and Pete actually got a chance to sit down with Fortnite at E3 and play, and he had a blast. I kind of watched over his shoulder. I mean, it looks like a lot of fun. Also, my good friend Khalif Adams over at Spawn on Me, he's big into that community as well, and he's had a chance to play it. He seems to really like it too. So I think it has some potential. I think it has a lot of potential. I'll need to get some hands on it with myself to give a real opinion, but from everything that I've heard and I've seen, it looks like a lot of fun and definitely something to check out. Yeah, Jonathan saying Spawn on Me is great. Yeah, those are my brothers, man. Matter of fact, I was just talking to Khalif before I hit live on this YouTube video, and they've been really great friends to myself, Danny and Pete, and great inspiration as well, because I love their content. I love the stuff that they do over there, and they keep driving me to want to get better. So definitely, if you're watching this and you've never checked out Spawn on Me, go check out Spawn on Me podcast. They're fantastic. And thank you for that question. I appreciate it. Sorry, I am just pulling up the social medias again. Sure, we got it here. Let's see. I'm actually going to share this out on our Discord channel. Let those guys know. But again, just keep asking those questions. I really appreciate it. Hey, what's going on, Gadget? How you doing? Like I said, ask away. I'm just sharing out on social media right now, but I am paying attention to the chat, so I appreciate it. And I just shared that out. All right, so there we go. Danny's here. Yeah, what's going on, Danny? Yeah, he just got back from the Dominican Republic, which, since you're here, Danny, I can say it. You can see my face when I say it. I'm so proud of all the stuff that you were able to do over the Dominican Republic. Danny got interviewed on a very popular show over at the Dominican Republic, international following, millions of people, and just he's been doing interviews and talking to the gaming community over there in the Dominican Republic, and he's been doing a fantastic job. A lot of stuff will be up on Gamertag Radio, I believe, starting Monday. And Danny, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe Monday will be the first of some of that content that he got in the Dominican Republic. But again, very proud of you, very happy for you, glad for all the stuff that you're able to accomplish over there. Yep, says I got it right. And Gadget, you prefer YouTube over Facebook Live these days? Yes, because I have a YouTube channel and I'm actually using it and I'm trying to grow it. So I'm not doing Facebook Live. Now, obviously, if Danny or Pete want to hop on Facebook Live, I'll do it. But if I'm just going to do anything solo, then I'm just going to ride it through my YouTube channel, because I figure, hey, might catch a couple people that have never been able to check it out, and they might see the content and they like it, and keeps on growing. Paul, I was just listening to the podcast and jumped onto YouTube to Paris live streaming. Yeah, Gadget says he just bought a Nintendo Switch and it's awesome. Yeah, man. I mean, the fact that mine is actually sitting right over there and my kids aren't using it is a miracle. Yeah, Nintendo did a great job with that thing. It really did. I'm looking forward to, obviously, Mario Odyssey when that comes out, Mario plus Rabbids when that comes out, and a lot of the future content, they got on Horizon, Metroid, etc., Donkey Kong. I mean, there's just so many Nintendo IPs that I can't wait to play on the Switch. Now, one interesting thing is with the Super Nintendo mini console that's coming out for $80, I'm passing on it. I would rather play those things on the Switch at this point. I don't like the NES Classic that we have. That thing's collecting dust. My kids don't play that anymore. And the few games that I would want to play from the Super Nintendo era, I'd rather just have those as a digital download on the Switch and be able to play them on the Switch on the go wherever I want on that screen. I mean, that's just how awesome the Switch is. So, yeah, I'm going to take a hard pass on the Super Nintendo and just wait it out. And hopefully Nintendo, when they get their whole online strategy and everything going in 2018, they'll have a solid plan to roll out some of these older games via the Virtual Console. Yeah, Danny. Yeah, and if Danny can't see this, Paul is saying, Danny, that the latest podcast made him tear up. Yeah, I mean, it was really good. Again, if you're not listening to Gamertag Radio and you're watching this, definitely go check out our podcast, Gamertag Radio. Founder and longtime host Danny Pena, along with myself and Peter Toledo. I mean, it's been around since 2005. If it wasn't for Gamertag Radio, I wouldn't even be here talking to you guys right now, because it was the inspiration for me to get into podcasting in the first place. And Danny and Pete are like my brothers now, and we all support each other, and we just keep trying to make great content, be it on the podcast, be it video or live or whatever it is. We're just trying to make good content, talk about stuff that's going on in the gaming community. And then Gadget is saying he's talking about the Switch. He's really surprised with it. Been playing Mario Kart with my 5-year-old daughter. Best part is I can also take it to work. Exactly. I don't think I've played it in TV mode more than 10 minutes since we've had it. I always prefer to just play it portable. My kids play it portable. It's great to have that feature, but I think the secret sauce in it is that you have a full AAA console experience in your hands with the Switch, and the controls and everything. Great, the screen is beautiful, and battery life is good enough. I wish it was a little better, but it's good enough. So yeah, I'm very happy with Nintendo Switch. And Gadget saying he loves podcast Gamertag Radio. You started listening a few episodes before I joined. So that would have been in 2013, around BioShock Infinite time, because that's when I joined. I remember it was a few months before E3 is when I joined. BioShock Infinite come out. I really adored that game. And I guest hosted on Gamer Tag Radio because that was the thing. Danny, Pete, and I, Mandy, David, we'd all been just friends for years anyways, and I've always been a big supporter of the show. And they just had me come on and talk about BioShock Infinite. Feedback was really good on it, and then next thing you know, they were like, hey, why don't you just join us full time? I was actually very hesitant at first because I wasn't sure I wanted to commit to a podcast full time again. But looking back, obviously it was a very smart decision, and very happy that they extended me that invite. And I mean, look where we are now. Like I said, it's just my extended family at this point. It's great. Right, and again, everyone checking this out right now, just shoot me questions, man. Like I said, I'm just on here, just jibber jabbing, just talking, answering questions. So I'll jump into this. Guardian Con was this weekend. That was for obviously the Destiny community, and big shout out to Professor Broman and Gathalion and everyone that was involved with creating Guardian Con, and the fact that they raised, the last I knew was 1.2 million. And I'm sure it's way over that at this point. I'm sure it's over 1.5 at this point. But that is just an amazing accomplishment they did for that charity for St. Jude's, to be able to get everyone that is a part of this community of Destiny together. Everyone going down to Tampa and supporting that cause. All the streaming events that happen, just everything. I know Deej and Cosmo from Bungie, they were down there this weekend as well. My other brothers from Guardian Radio, Mark, K-Dub, Bell, Mesa Sean, all those guys, they were there. Even Guardian 1, the clan that I'm a part of in Destiny, some members from Guardian 1 clan, they were there. And just like I said, just everybody from the Destiny community, basically the who's who of the Destiny community have been in Tampa this weekend and supporting that great cause and just making these lasting friendships all built around this game. Love or hate Destiny, you guys obviously know I love the game, but it's amazing what that game has done to what I consider the least toxic gaming community out there right now. And that's why I love it so much, because it actually encourages helping other people, which is such an amazing thing that Bungie was able to do with this game. And then obviously we're looking forward to Destiny 2, so can't wait for that. And and Gadget saying Guardian Raider rocks. Yeah, absolutely they do, because just another little special shout out to them. I've obviously become great friends with all those guys here over the past year or so, but I was just listening to them regardless because I just love their content and I got to know them a little bit. They've even reached out to my son, like when my son had the chance to be able to do a raid and all that. Mark and those guys set it up so I could run my son through his first raid, and then we all joined the Guardian 1 clan, and from there, and it was so cool. Mark even sent out a tweet to me yesterday. It was him, K-Dub, Raider XOF, who I met at the Destiny 2 reveal, and Deej, and they were all having drinks or dinner or something like that, and he was like, we wish you were here. And it just absolutely killed me that I was not at Guardian Con, especially being in Tampa, because that's my hometown. But we had already made family commitments, so I couldn't, stretch out that time to be able to sneak down to Tampa for a few days to attend. So I'm going to try and make it a priority next year so that I can attend and be a part of all that, because I think it's just such a great thing to be able to go to a gaming community like that everyone is just positive about. I got a sneak peek of it going to the Destiny 2 reveal in May, because you had basically 500 of the most hardcore Destiny fans in the world at that event. So I got a taste of it then, met a bunch of great people then, and I could only imagine, going to Guardian Con where it's even more people of that similar ilk, would have been such a great thing. So I'm definitely going to try and do it next year. I sat here from afar on social media and Twitch watching, and I was a little jealous because I really wish I was there. So hopefully next year. And Gadget is also saying, a lot of questions from Gadget. Hey, keep them coming, guys. I appreciate it. Gadget is saying, I'm undecided if I should play the Destiny 2 beta, as I don't want to burn myself out before a full release. The game is like a drug. Here's the thing. Luke Smith has said this. I think Dee just said this too, but I know Luke has said this with regards to the beta. A lot of the stuff that I got to play already, as far as the Homecoming campaign level, the PvP map that I got to play, and that strike are going to be in the beta. They said plus a couple new things, because when you really think about it, only a tiny fraction of the Destiny community has actually played Destiny 2 at this point. So even if you guys just got to play that in the beta, it's going to seem very new and fresh to you. And they're not going to make the mistake like they did with Destiny 1 and just give us the Cosmodrome. And then by the time that the final game comes out, you've already played all the Cosmodrome, so it just felt like you're repeating a lot of the stuff that you've already done. So I kind of think this time they're just going to put us into certain scenarios in Destiny 2. Let us play a couple different types of scenarios at different stages of the game. We may not even be able to progress our characters. You know, it'll be kind of locked with a set number of weapons that we can use, and just let us play that for 3 or 4 days or however long the beta goes, get their network feedback from it, and then just get ready for retail launch. I know PAX, they're going to have a big presence at PAX, so I would say to anyone, PAX West, PAX Prime in Seattle, so anyone that has the ability to attend that, they should go, because Destiny will have a big presence there, and it's literally the weekend before launch, because it launches on September 6th, and I believe PAX ends on September 3rd, something like that. So it'll be the final game ready to go, locked and loaded at that point. So I would definitely recommend anyone that is going to PAX this year, definitely check out Destiny. But to answer Gadget's question, no, I don't think this beta will burn you out. I don't. I think they realized they made that mistake the first time, and they're not going to do it again. And Troy is saying, love your last vid, mate, but 100 disagree with you on static weapon rules. It will gut the in-game grind. You know what? This is turning into Destiny chat, but so be it. I get exactly what you're saying. But here's the thing. I'm thinking for the sake of weapon balancing, they can't just have these random rolls anymore on all the weapon drops. And like Luke said in that same interview, they do realize it could become a problem with in-game stuff, and they're working on a solution for that. My theory is, yeah, when the weapons drop, they will have a base roll. Like, that roll will be static no matter what. I think we're going to see some type of weapon mods. I do. That can potentially change some of the things about the weapons, but not enough to completely break the meta. Because obviously, as we know, the problem is these games, it's not so much in PvE, it's PvP, where it can literally break the meta with these god rolls, and then everyone is just farming for a particular god roll because they want to take it into PvP, and everyone winds up using the same weapons over and over, and they want variety. So that's why I'm okay with this, because I want to see people have unique loadouts where you're going to start seeing variety in the armor that people are using, the weapons that people are using, etc. And this will help that, because now if we run into a weapon that becomes the quote-unquote god weapon that everyone uses in PvP, and statistics will bear that out, they'll have the ability to now go in and tune that one specific weapon and leave the rest of the scout rifle meta alone, or the hand cannon meta alone. So yeah, it sounds scary at first, like we're not going to have enough stuff to do in-game wise, but I'd rather them go down this path for the sake of balancing the game properly, so that PvE and PvP can be properly balanced with the same weapons, versus what we had in Destiny 1, where we were constantly getting the quote-unquote cool weapons nerfed because they were too OP in PvP, and they couldn't balance between the two. So that's kind of where I'm coming from on that. But I appreciate you watching the vid, and these are the kind of comments that I want. Is please don't agree with me all the time. I want people to disagree with me so we can have a conversation about it, and this is really good. So thank you for that. All right, what else? Ozberg is saying, WoW has static drops and doesn't. Yeah, and exactly. I mean, there's other games that have static drops and it doesn't hurt it. So I mean, I'd rather Destiny at least try it this way and it fail than to keep just doing the same thing over and over, and then we're complaining every 2 to 3 months because they've nerfed our favorite weapon. You know what I mean? So that's kind of how I look at it. And then Gadget is saying, is the Homecoming the first level with the attack on the tower? If so, I'd rather hold off and experience that with my 2. But here's the thing. That's not the entire level. They just cut a segment of it out. Even if you watch, hey, shameless plug, if you watch my gameplay capture video of that level, you'll see it doesn't start off, you're not starting off from the beginning. You're literally starting off mid-level. You know what I mean? And then it obviously comes to the end with Gaul, and we don't know what happens after that. So they just, and Luke Smith, I think on the Bungie podcast, talked about this. They just did a quote-unquote director's cut of that, so that we're not getting spoiled on the entire first level and everything that's involved with it. Again, hey, it's your personal preference. I'm not gonna try and force you to like, dude, play it. But having played all that stuff, I don't feel spoiled at all. I really don't. You still really don't know Gaul's intentions or how he's going to shut everyone out from the light, how we're going to get the light back, all that. We haven't seen any of that stuff yet, so I'm still okay with it. As long as they don't give us that stuff in the beta, I think we'll be fine. And Jonathan, thoughts on Chris Paul to the Rockets and Paul George to the Thunder? Okay, I'll start with Chris Paul. The Clippers needed to blow that up, so I was fine with him going to the Rockets. I just don't think him going there, like I said, Steve Kerr's not losing sleep over Chris Paul going to the Rockets and teaming up with James Harden, especially with everything they had to give up. They had to give up Beverly and those other guys just to get him. So I find it hard to believe that the Rockets are going to be able to get a third guy in there to at least challenge Golden State in any capacity, because that's the thing that I see right now. Even with the Paul George move, yeah, it's great that Paul George went to OKC. That'll be a fun team to watch, but I don't think it changes anything. I think when we get to the second round or the Western Conference Finals, neither one of those teams are going to push Golden State to a 6th or a 7th game even. I mean, hell, they could probably get swept or 5 games again, just like we saw last year or this previous season. So none of these moves, all these moves have done, in my opinion, is they've made the East a barren wasteland. Cleveland can basically roll back the same team. They're going to get to the finals again. What the hell Boston's doing, sitting on all those assets and not doing anything, makes no sense, because they better get Gordon Hayward, which I'm skeptical on, because Pat Riley can easily convince him to go to Miami at this point. But they needed to get Hayward, they needed to get George, and then that would have given Cleveland a true challenger in the East. And, you know, I would like to see that matchup with Golden State. But for the 2018 season, it's still all about Golden State. I really don't see anyone, unless we have injuries, I don't see anyone challenging them, especially since Golden State was able to bring everyone back. The core, all the core is back, you know, the big four plus Livingston and Iggy. So I just don't see a challenge to them right now. The one piece that could potentially do something, depending on where he goes, is Carmelo. If Cleveland could somehow figure out how to get Carmelo Anthony and not give up Kevin Love or Kyrie Irving, now let's have a conversation. Let's have a conversation about the finals and see what we can do at that point. But until then, until we see something like that, or maybe if Melo were to go to San Antonio, so to speak, and we know what Pop can do. Pop will get him inserted in there, and along with Kawhi, we'll see. Because that's the thing, even with San Antonio last year, they would have won Game 1 and Kawhi didn't get hurt. But ultimately, would they have beaten Golden State in a 7-game series? No, I don't think they would have. So that's just kind of where I'm with the NBA. But at the same time, as a Laker fan, I'm excited for next season. Obviously, with Lonzo Ball and just the future, Paul George potentially still could be going to LA in 2018. So I want to see how the Lakers play it out here with the kids, in 2017 season, and just build and grow. And then hopefully we can add, a major vet piece like Paul George in 2018, and maybe even someone else. So that's why the Lakers are trying to clear all the cap room right now. So it'll be a fun season to watch, but ultimately it'll be Golden State again, and I'm okay with that. I like Golden State, so it's fine with me. All right, what else we got? Mr. Chris Willis. Yeah, I was talking NBA, man. I'm surprised you're not chiming in on that. What's going on, man? And Gadget saying he didn't watch my video. And then Van, hey, what's going on, Van? Matter of fact, I need to talk to your brother soon. He's asked me the Ball family on WD. Whatever. Like I said, LeVar Ball is a genius, to be honest with you. He has used his mouth to make that Ball brand relevant. And Lonzo has not played 1 second of NBA action at this point. But the Ball brand is relevant. He's made himself a personality. He is relevant. He went on the WWE and did whatever he did, but guess what? Vince McMahon paid him to be there. They're making money. So I ain't mad at him at all. At all. Dude's a genius, in my opinion. So I'm fine with all his antics, because ultimately, it's not like Magic Johnson's going to let LeVar Ball dictate anything that the LA Lakers do with Lonzo. So, in the day, whatever he says doesn't matter. But for him personally and his family, making that money, man, that's all that matters. And yeah, Jonathan bringing up, yeah, I mean, I would love to see Melo actually go to Washington. I'm glad you brought that up. I forgot all about Washington because Washington is a team they're missing. That's exactly what they need. If they'd had Melo in that Game 7 against Boston, they might have been playing Cleveland instead. That's the one piece they need. That third guy. They don't have that third guy right now. Obviously between Beal and Wall, because Wall just burned himself out by Game 7. So a calming vet presence that can hit open shots like Carmelo. Yeah, I would love to see him in Washington. So if anything, they may be the team that is able to work out something and get him. But again, we'll see. And okay, Paul's asking me, have I played the Ghost Recon Wildlands DLC at all? My brother and I have been playing the newest DLC, Fallen Ghost. Really like it, but there are so many bugs and glitches it almost ruins the experience. You know what's funny? I have not played it yet, and we're actually having a conversation on our Discord channel today with some people asking about playing Ghost Recon, and I know I saw Pete and a couple other people talking about dusting it off and jumping into the DLC like you're saying. So it's interesting that it's having a lot of bugs and glitches. So I'll have to play it, jump in, and give my opinion. But yeah, it was a great game when I was playing it, and obviously start getting distracted with other stuff, E3 and everything. But yeah, I would love to jump back in. And then Bertrand is asking me if I'm pretty good with a keyboard and mouse. Do you envision the PC Destiny 2 version as your main version to play? Yes and no. Yes, I am good with a keyboard and mouse. I'm perfectly fine, playing a game with one. There's no issues there. But PS4 will be my main for Destiny 2, just for the simple fact that's where my Guardian 1 clan is. That's where my son will be playing. I want to play with my son, so I'll be maining mostly on PS4, but I will play the PC version as well. It's just, I would say probably 75% of my time will be PS4, and then I'll probably be a little more experimental on the PC side, trying different things. Like, I'm not a hunter. Like, I don't really like playing the hunter, but I could see me starting off PC version playing as the hunter. You know what I mean? Trying different weapon sets that I don't normally use in PS4, I would do on PC, and obviously the raid and just all that stuff. And again, it'll just be a great opportunity to meet more people in the Destiny community that jump on the PC. So yeah, I'll play it, but just not as my primary. And thank you guys for all these questions, man. This is great. This is why I like doing the live stuff, because this is fun. I always get some great questions on here, and just seeing what else people are saying here. Gadget saying he's a hunter for life. Yeah, I'm a warlock for life, man. I started off day one with warlock, and Destiny 2, I will start off with warlock. But I mean, I plan on doing all three classes. As it stands right now, Destiny 1, I basically just play as a warlock and a titan. But I'll do hunter this time. I just won't be my main. That's all. And what else do we have here? How long have I been talking on here? Can't see. Okay. Oh, Gadget is saying YouTube is definitely better than Facebook Live, a more stable feel. That's good to know. Definitely good to know that. All these hunters. Like I said, I'll play as a hunter. I will definitely check it out. Get some Golden Gun going. Get some Arc Strider in there as well. And then Jonathan's asking me, have I tried out Friday the 13th? Such a good game despite server glitches. Yeah. Again, talking about Spawn on Me, Khalif, I know those guys play it, and they seem to have a blast with it. I've just not had the time. I do need to jump in and start playing it, though. It sounds like everyone that, bugs aside, that play it, they seem to really enjoy it. And then The Rat is saying, what's up, Paris? I picked up Wolfenstein New Order on Xbox Live, so based off your opinion, I'll get into it. Oh, dude, you're going to freaking love it. You're going to love it so much that you're going to go back and get the other Wolfenstein, and then you're going to be like me, and you're going to be hyped for October 27th to play Wolfenstein 2, because it is one of the best first-person shooter single-player experiences you can have right now, I think. Great story, great weapon balancing, great action, whole thing. It's fantastic. And then Jonathan is a Titan for life. Right on. Who doesn't want to wear a coat? Hey, all I gotta say is this: Warlock got robes. Who don't want to wear a robe like Ric Flair? Be like, woo! As you throw a Nova bomb. That's me. Warlock for life, man. Chris is asking me, Will there be an increase in video content from Gamertag Radio as a whole, or will you be doing more solo content? It's a good question. I cannot speak for Danny or Pete. I can only speak for myself. I wanted to start doing this because I've been interested in video for a while, and that Destiny 2 reveal, getting that capture footage, and then Adobe giving me giving me Adobe Cloud for a year to try out was just the sign to me that I needed to just start doing more video. So I can, to answer for myself, yes. On this channel, yes, there will definitely be a lot more video content because I'm 100% committed to it. I got big plans for the Destiny 2 beta. I'm going to stream a bunch of content on Twitch. I'm going to capture a bunch of footage, chop up some videos, etc. Obviously, when we start getting games to review and all that, we'll review. Let me put it this way. Things that I get from Gamertag Radio will be on Gamertag Radio first. They always will be. The podcast will be the priority. But then secondarily, if I have the ability to throw up some video content and talk about some things that I did specifically, then I will. That's going to be my plan. I'll say this, since, hey, if you're on YouTube and you're watching this live, might as well say it live. I have a standing invitation, or a standing, what's the word I want to look for? Put it this way. Deej told me at E3 after the beta to hit him up and let's talk about Destiny 2 after the beta. So is that an invitation? What do you want to call that? Anyways, I'm going to have Deej on. It'll be on Gamertag Radio, but then I'm also going to put it here on YouTube as well, if that, as an example. Destiny 2, since I'm just talking so much about Destiny 2, the final review. I'll have a final review on Gamertag Radio. We'll talk about it. But then I'm going to do gameplay capture, and then I'm going to give my own personal thoughts and review here on the channel. Wolfenstein, same thing. On down the line, Mario Odyssey, all that. So I have a lot of ideas and things that I want to do for the channel, and I plan on doing them. So hope that answers the question. And then Gadget is saying, can you do a 3-way video stream on YouTube like it was on Facebook Live? Stay tuned. That's all I'll say. And it may not be on YouTube, but stay tuned. We have an idea for something. Okay, Durat is saying, do you know if Plantronics is going to send you a pair of their Atmos headsets for review? I'm thinking of upgrading from my A30. You know, it's funny, just keeping it 100. I sat down with Plantronics at E3, and yeah, we talked about that. We talked about getting some review samples of those new headsets, and they were actually supposed to give them to me at E3, and then whatever happened, and I didn't get them, and I've not heard from them since, so I'll have to reach out and see. But yeah, I would definitely like to do a review of those and give my opinion and see how those are going to work. And then Chris is saying, where's Remember When? See, I'm the one that keeps getting asked this because I'm still the one that's podcasting, doing videos and all this. I don't know. I will leave it at that. I will just say, if you want Remember When Light, go listen to Two Big Topics with myself and Sugar Free Chris. We talk about a lot of things that I used to talk about on Remember When. And I will just leave it at that. I'm not saying it's dead. I'm just saying I don't know. And then Paul is saying, I haven't pre-ordered Destiny, so I'll definitely be checking your stream for sure. Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing. Oh, the rest said we need to hear Jay's voice. I agree. I need to hear Jay's voice too. But I mean, that's the thing. You know, I get my, what's the word I'm looking for? My quote unquote responsibility, I guess, as, you know, and from a gaming industry term, I guess I'm what you call an influencer, because people do listen to my opinion or whatever, and sometimes people make their purchase decisions on my opinion. So in that way, I feel like I have a responsibility, especially with a game like Destiny, because obviously I champion it so much and I love it and I play it so much that if I'm going to put something on this channel, then I need to 100% be behind what I'm saying and believe what I'm saying, and because I know a lot of people are going to take me for my word. So yeah, any video, interview, whatever I do for Destiny 2 before launch, definitely check it out, because it'll be my 100% honest opinion. Because that's one thing. It's not like I'm completely happy with some of the changes they're making. I'm not necessarily happy with the PvP changes that they made. I need more. Still have a lot of questions about guided games, how that's going to work. I have a lot of questions about lost sectors and adventures and these treasure maps and how replayable they truly are going to be. I have questions about what is the roadmap for content post-launch. Are they truly going to keep us engaged on the PvE side? Or are we going to have to run back to PvP again to keep ourselves entertained? How are the new Nightfalls going to work? I mean, I have a ton of questions. These are just off the top of my head, you know, without them even written down. So yeah, I have a ton of questions that hopefully, like I said, I'll get a chance to sit down with Deej and then maybe some other people from Bungie, you know, before launch or even post-launch and ask all these questions. So I'm looking forward to it. And what do you think about the Marvel lineup for the rest of the year? You know, it's fun. Obviously, Spider-Man comes out. My son and I will go see that Thursday night, so I'm excited for Spider-Man. But I would say the rest of the year, I'm really looking forward to Thor. I think Thor is going to be a fun ride. Really looking forward to that. And then, hey, February 16th, 2018, the blackest movie ever made is coming out, and I'm going to be all in for that. I can't wait for Black Panther. And then, obviously, we got Infinity War, so I'm excited for that as well. So, you know, Marvel's just churning out hits. You know, they're just doing their thing. Excited for what Wonder Woman has done for the DC universe and that potential. I think Justice League is still going to be a train wreck. I know they're doing some reshoots, and Joss Whedon will do the best that he can with the material that he has, and I know they're trying to make Wonder Woman more of a focal point, which I think is a good idea. But look, I'm just expecting Justice League to be a train wreck, but hopefully post Justice League they'll fast track a Wonder Woman sequel, we'll get a true Man of Steel sequel, and then obviously Batman, whatever they plan on doing with that. Now I'll say another movie, you didn't ask me this, but I'll say another movie I'm highly anticipating is War for Planet of the Apes. I think I've loved the first two, so I think this third one is going to be really good with Caesar. And then Bertrand is asking me, I know you had a problem with Astro. Is there another headphone you would suggest? I can tell you one. I'll get it right now. I was actually waiting. Logitech sent me this. I think I got it right. This is the G433. This works on your PC with DTS:X 7.1 sound, on your PS4 or Xbox, or even your Nintendo Switch. Stereo sound. I use these at E3. Matter of fact, when I played Battlefront 2 at EA Play, this was the exact headset that I used, and the sound was fantastic on it. So I'll have more to talk about on this, you know, as a budget price headset. This is 99 bucks. Whoops, and I just dropped something. This, obviously, you can see I'm a shill for Logitech. These are the Logitech G533s. This is what I use on my PC as a daily driver, and it's great. So that's what I recommend. I'd also say, I don't have it in front of me, but also I would recommend the SteelSeries, their Arctis 3 headset, and HyperX, their Cloud Stingers, which is actually what I use when I play on Destiny and all that stuff on PS4. And what else do we have here? Okay, hey, you keep asking me Destiny. I guess I gotta keep talking about Destiny. So, Osberg is saying, what do you think about guided games for only being for normal mode and not heroic? And then I think Chris asked me something. Did you hear any new info about guided games Destiny 2? I am one of those that have never done a raid because I'm not part of a group or a clan or anything. Well, Chris, you know, hey, shame on you, because all you had to do was hit me up and I would have got you in a raid, because you could have raided with me. So that's your fault, buddy. That's your fault. No, but seriously, guided games, yeah, the normal mode thing. I did ask that question when I got to talk to David Shaw and David Allen at E3, and they kind of ducked and dodged it a little bit. But as far as the normal mode, I'm actually okay with that, believe it or not, because I feel like once you get to heroic, that is truly the ultimate challenge for a raid. Guided games should be kind of your entry point into being able to do a raid, which you should do on normal mode, because it's going to be more of a teaching moment for you. You know what I mean? Versus you have your hardened, ready to go raid team that you've gone through the battles with. And I think being able to do a normal mode through guided games allows you to link up with a clan, meet some new people, and then make those friendships, so that when you do need to go do a heroic raid, you know, you can go reach out to those guys and be able to do one. Look, it's not perfect. I would prefer that they would do the heroic rate, but I understand why they're not, is what I'm trying to say. So hopefully more information. Like I said, they kind of ducked and dodged my question. I still have a lot of questions about guided games. I want to know how it works in the Nightfall. You know, obviously, how is it going to work in the raid? How does it work? Like I asked the question. Say it was me and Chris, for example. Chris is here in the chat right now. Say it's me and Chris, and it's just two of us, and I want to host a guided games thing for the Guardian 1 clan, and I want to bring in 4 more people. Can I do that? They haven't answered that yet. Or or if I have 4 people, can I bring in 2? They haven't talked about the numbers that have to be on each side. Do I have to have a certain number of clan members before I can bring in someone via guided games kind of thing? So that's what the kind of questions that I still want to ask. And like I said, I want to know about the Nightfall and how it's going to work on that as well. So like I said, there's still a lot of questions out there. So hopefully I'll be able to talk to more people at Bungie and get some of those answers before launch. That's kind of my goal. And Spark is saying, "What's up? How you doing, Spark?" And then, Inhumans look like S.H.I.E.L.D., but a tad rare. Yeah, I'm not holding my breath for Inhumans. That just did not look good to me. I'm not going to condemn it 100% now, but they got to show me more, man. We really got to see more from that before I can sign on and have some hope that it's going to be good. So we'll see. Yeah, it looked cheap. Yeah, that's probably a great way to put it. And then, here we go. What are your thoughts about downscaling of the Xbox One X? I think if you have a good 1080p set, it makes it worth it. You're supposed to get a better picture than... Here's the thing, and I've said this before. Anyone that is not already invested in 4K is not going to be able to appreciate super sampling, which is taking that 4K assets and downsampling it to 1080p. They're not going to appreciate that. So my advice to anyone that is not planning on investing in 4K anytime soon, don't get an Xbox One X right now. Wait. If you already have an Xbox One or an Xbox One S, sit on that. All the games play on that. Keep playing on that. And then when you're ready to get a 4K TV, then look at getting an Xbox One X. I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. The price is eventually going to drop. It's not going to be $499. So why spend $499 when you're not going to be able to take true advantage of the Xbox One X? So instead, wait until you can. Maybe it's $400 at that point. Maybe it's $450, something like that. You know what I mean? Save a few bucks. That's just my opinion. Hey, it's your disposable income. You do whatever the hell you want, right? So just my 2 cents. And Kate agrees. And all right, any more questions here? I think I've been on here. Oh yeah, wow, I've been on here almost 45 minutes. I'll give it a minute or two, see if I get one more question, a couple more questions here. But overall, thank you guys again for checking out the live stream. I really appreciate it. Like I said, I want to try and make Sunday it a weekly Sunday thing. I'm usually going to try and do it more in the morning than the afternoon. But like I said, I put out that Destiny 2 video today, so I delayed it because I didn't think I was actually going to do a live stream, but I wound up doing one anyways. But like I said, if you're checking out this channel, you like the stuff that I'm doing, give this video a like. If you love what I'm doing, give the channel a sub. I feel like I want to get to 1,000, and then I'll feel a sense of satisfaction with that once I get to 1,000. I'm almost at 700 at this point, so need to keep pushing, try and get 300 more people on board and get to 1,000, and then just keep it rolling from there. So again, keep leaving all that feedback. I really appreciate it, because you guys telling me what I'm doing wrong will help me get better, which is what I need to know. So I appreciate it. And looks like we got a couple more questions and I'll get out of here. Omar saying, dang, he just got online. Well, Omar, hurry up and ask the questions, man. Come on. Let's see. Unless I win a 4K set, this is Durati saying, unless I win a 4K set, I don't plan on getting an Xbox One X. Like I said, just for right now, just wait. I mean, there's no rush, in my opinion, to get a 4K TV if you're not already planning on getting one. And then Jonathan's asked me if I've seen American Gods. No, I've not. I've not seen that yet. I've heard good and bad things, but I'll eventually check it out. My backlog on TV is ridiculous. And the Spark, yes, I have seen Wonder Woman. Matter of fact, I will suggest that you listen to Two Big Topics. If you search on that, the latest episode, we actually talk about Wonder Woman on there, and I give my full opinion. The short version is, I feel like it is a good but not great movie, but I view it as the Captain America First Avenger for the DC Universe, and so much so that, hey, it may not have been the greatest movie, but I see a lot of potential in a sequel, just like Captain America had Winter Soldier, which was the best Marvel movie. I think a Wonder Woman sequel in the modern day has that same potential. So that's where I am. And keep American Gods. I like American Gods. Been looking for the next one. I'm glad I could join the live stream. No, thank you, Paul. I appreciate it. Yeah. Definitely check out Two Big Topics. I think you'll really enjoy it. So, is what out yet? I don't know what you're saying, Omar. I will give it a minute to see if you can respond to that, but I will just keep rambling until then and say, yeah, definitely check out some of the other videos I have on here. Make sure you check out Gamertag Radio, which is the podcast that I do with Danny Pena and Peter Toledo 2 times a week, every Monday and Thursday. Like I said, I'm going to keep putting out content here on this channel. I also have a Twitch channel, which is, I believe, twitch.tv/vicious696. I did a stream yesterday. Probably going to do a stream here later this afternoon with my son, playing some more Destiny. And obviously, like I said, for the Destiny 2 beta, I'll definitely be streaming all that stuff too. And yes, Omar, that Two Big Topics is out right now, and you can check it out right now. So I think that's it. I think I'm done here. Unless I get some last minute major topic questions. So again, thank you guys for checking this out. I really appreciate it. And Omar, thank you. Yeah, Uncle Gamer will always have a special place in my heart. I miss doing it as well. You know, just obviously Jay is my brother for life, and I miss being able to regularly do a podcast with him. So, and Durad, big ups to Danny on the Xbox achievement. Yeah, Danny was featured on Xbox, which was cool as well. So, and yes, Chris, definitely hit me up for some Destiny. It'll be a lot of fun. Thank you, Jonathan. Thank you, everyone else, for checking this out. I'm going to go ahead and end the stream right now. So, peace out, and let me hit end.